Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another live stream. I was going to turn the light on, but I wanted to keep the mood this way because I wanted to, set the tone because that's the kind of time that we are in right now. And I'm seeing something that is going on the internet in particular. I'm seeing this thing all over the commercials, all over the television. I'm seeing it all over the YouTube right about now. And for what I'm seeing right now, hey, Unique Hill, and what I'm saying right now, there's a gender war agenda going on, in particular in the melanated family. And I need, hey, LaShonda W., hey, Red Autumn Butterfly. And for what I'm seeing how, hey, Monique Howard, yep, I'm seeing how this thing is being played out. Because recently, right, I've been checking on it. Hey, I'm Black Trevor, I'm Broken 89. Yeah, I seen something on the internet. Hey, Penny Thurman, on the internet. You know what I mean? On the YouTube in particular, and it really struck me. Hey, Kimberly Parkinson. Hey, True Sarah, what's going on? Thanks, man. Yup, and check this out, right? This hey Destiny Wilkins, hey Jason Carrillo. This is really real, man. This is really going on, and what's happening. We have a serious divide between the melanated man and the melanated woman, because we at that point we really do we really at that point right about now we really don't want to be with each other. I see a lot of our people, they don't even want to be in a relationship with each other no more. It's like they don't even want to date nor procreate with each other anymore. And I'm not going to try to create a divide on here, but this is really real. This is really real. It's like we hate each other so much that we don't even want to be around each other anymore. I'm talking about this is on both sides. And how I'm seeing how the narrative is being played. I'm seeing how this whole feminist and MGTOW thing both is dividing us. I'm seeing how we just cannot understand each other and then understand each other's ways. And it's like we don't even want to be around each other, don't date each other. It's like we literally have fell to the trap of what they have done. This is going to be one of my deepest talks today because this is something that we got to talk about. Because I have seen over the years how they have used the black woman against the black man, and then they used the black man against the black woman. It's on both sides. We're going to talk it out. This is going to be a deep talk, a very deep talk today. I know my voice is, hey, Dallas, say, hey, I'm El McKinney. I know my voice may be deeper than usual, but I'm in a very deep state right now. And as I'm talking, I'm processing a lot of things. Hey, Rena Marie. And first off, I want to say shout out to all of the beautiful melanated women. Shout out to the ones who are the star children, our beautiful melanated conscious sisters that's doing what they have to do, who is the original woman of the planet. I want to say thank you, for the black woman, because I come from one, and she is the original woman of the planet. And I'm not afraid, I say that proudly. She is the original woman of the planet that can produce many colors of the planet. That is, that is why they say, she is the very sacred woman of the planet. So I must, I must acknowledge her. How can I not acknowledge her when I came from one? You feel me? And shout out to all the sisters who still love the brothers. The real, strong, conscious, melanated brothers. And shout out to the brothers who love the Nubian woman. Shout out to the brothers who still acknowledge them, and brothers that are doing right. Brothers that are maintaining and striving and doing what they have to do, that are real leaders. Shout out to them, to all the brothers. Peace to all the gods and the goddesses on the chat. And it's like nowadays, we can't even have conversations with each other like this. You know, this is a conversation, like I said, that needs to be had because, you know, I am, especially all over the YouTube, how a lot of these platforms, they are really brainwashing a lot of our people. And I tell people all the time, if you're going to interracially date, don't do it on the behalf, you know what I mean, that you hate your own people. That you hate your own people, you hate yourself, you hate your own people, and you really believe that dating outside of your race, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just like, I really wonder about that. I really wonder about that sometimes. You know? If you are going to interracial date, don't be bashing your own people, your own kind. And that's something you really want to do, and not all because you had these negative experiences. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Pretty much, you know what I mean? Dating these dusty niggas, and at the same time, you dating these hood rats. You cannot keep going off of that. Don't get me wrong. A lot of them, a lot of our people in our community, we know ain't shit. We know this already. You feel me? We know this shit already. A lot of our people are not going to make it, and they are not there. They don't fucking care. They are gone. They are socially engineered, and they are fucked. They have been programmed. And it's many of our people more and more on a daily basis that are being programmed. They are being programmed on a daily basis, and they believe every goddamn thing that they see on the damn idiot box. And even on here, on the goddamn YouTube. But the truth, because you know what I mean? I got to say this shit. You know? I'm really seeing how they poisoning the minds of our people on here to really hate each other. Now I'm talking about like now you have black women talking about they going to be exiting black men in 2020. I'm seeing the shit that I'm seeing the shit that I'm seeing up on the YouTube right now, and I don't like what I'm seeing, and it's looking real agent like. I think a lot of them that are really out there promoting that shit, they are really fucking agents. I think they are frauds. I don't think they right. And like I said, if you are going to be dating, and that's what you going, and that's what you're going to be subscribed to, Art OK, more power to you. But guess what? When your white zaddy drop your ass off, and when your white Becky drop your ass off, please don't come back over here. Please don't come back over here, because we already know what's going to happen. And I'm going to say this the right. And I'm going to say this: if they all going to date you, they better respect at the same time, they better respect you, and they better respect your culture. Because I will admit, we can all admit that we have seen how a lot of our brothers and sisters got the nigga wake up call. It ain't me being racist or being hateful, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, we've seen many instances where a lot of our brothers and sisters who have been hurt dealing with interracial dating. They will date the black man but hate the black woman. They will date the black woman but hate the black man. Can we not see this shit? They using us both, you know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? It's like they literally both using us to divide and conquer us. They having the black woman hate the black man. They have the black man hating the black woman. You know what I mean? It was like first the feminist movement came in, then, you know what I mean? That's when they started to usher that bullshit in about bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks all up in the hip hop music, showing all that stuff about our women being misogynistic, parading our woman as a goddamn whore. And before you know it, man, you know what I mean? She go from being a queen to the baddest bitch. And we go from being kings we go from being kings to being niggas with attitudes. So, you know what I mean? So they literally promote those images, you know what I mean, towards one another, and people get psychologically, You know what I mean? Like they get psychologically fucked, my mind fucked and programmed, and they really believe that shit and want to emulate it. But guess what? That low vibration have us that low vibration is having us go against one another. Not towards one another, but against one another. We coming towards each other with hate, but not with love. That is exactly what I'm saying. That exactly what I'm saying. And this is not me on here simping. If I love my woman, that's not me on here simping. Cut the bullshit. I don't want to hear nothing about that shit. I don't want to hear nothing about me simping, all because I feel as though my woman needs to be protected. One of our greatest teachers told us this a long time ago, that we must protect our woman. You feel what I'm saying? And this goddamn, yeah, right there. You know what I'm saying? And this goddamn bullshit that's gender war, what I'm saying, is literally, you know what I'm saying, keeping us divided and conquered. We gotta watch these people that are on the YouTube that are promoting these messages. Like I said, if that's what you're going to be subscribed to, then more power to you. But guess what? Us over here, yeah, all right, okay, yeah, we might have been through ups and downs and bad things like in relationships with the opposite sex in our community. But guess what? There's a lot of us who feel as though that a lot. Let me slow down. There are a lot of us that really feel that there's hope by still being with one another. And it's like every time but we want to talk about how much we love one another, they always want to be they always want to say, well, all women are beautiful, all men are handsome. You know what I mean? It's like they always want to find a way to try to keep us you know, how did they conquer all the time? It is a trick. Thank you, El McKinney. It is a trick to kill us off because they don't want us to be they don't want us to be procreating with one another. You feel me? That's the reason why they do the things what they doing all the time. That's why they promoting the interracial dating all over the television. That's why they promoting this stuff all over the YouTube and the commercials. And it's not a coincidence that they showing in most of the shows the black woman with the white man. They're not showing the black man with the black woman all the time anymore. You feel me? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go real deep in today to this shit. I need y'all eyes and ears on. Gonna be one of my deepest ones. I'm gonna go high on the metaphysical level, and I'm gonna break shit down. This is the level where y'all want to see me at. I'm gonna bring it to y'all. So get ready. Check it out though, right? Now, back in the day, when we had TV shows, right? I remember the time when we had TV shows where they always showed the black family on the television. Now, watch how I'm gonna take the steps to my conclusion. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, all the ancestors of the Most High, just like them guide me. Thank you, the Most High and the ancestors. All right. When we had TV shows, right? We had shows like Good Times, showing the black family in the ghetto. They went through the ups and downs, but they still maintained in that love and they stayed together. Then we had shows like 227 that showed the black family. Then we had shows like Give Me Your Break that showed the black family. Then we had the Jeffersons showing the black family. Then that's when we had pretty much the Cosby Show showing the black family. Hanging with Mr. Cooper showing the black family. T and Tamara, before they started swirling, showing the black family. On Family Matters, they showed the black family. You know what I'm saying? A Different World showed it. You know what I'm saying? A Different World. We had great black images. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air showed it. They showed the black family. And if you look at it from Good Times, we went from Good Times, we was in the ghetto. From like 227, we was in like in a decent black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And that was when we went to the Cosbys. We was in the upper black neighborhood. And then Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, we in the rich black neighborhood. You see how we literally show how, have you seen the images, how they literally show how we made progress on the television? And many of us did not see that, but when you really pay attention, they show we went from being in the ghetto to being rich. And it was a positive black image. And another show was A Different World, showing the black family all the time. They showed the great positive black images. You know what I mean? From like the 70s to the 80s, even some of the shows in the 90s. They showed us, you know what I mean, in the positive light. But that's when eventually, after a while, They had to make the separation. We went from having great positive images like that to bullshit like Love and Hip Hop, Housewives of Atlanta, bullshit like that. And they always showing us at odds one another, acting ratchet and fucking ghetto. No matter how, it's like no matter how much money we got, no matter how rich we got, we still acting the fucking fool with that coonery and buffoonery. And mind you, it is towards each other. And people do not see the psychological trick in this thing. You gotta see the psychological trick. They playing a mind trick on you. They pretty much showing like, I really don't want to be with you. But yet they feed into that bullshit. It's like, why would you feed into some bullshit like that, negative all the time? But yet when you tell her that, well, it's a TV show, I like it. But you like seeing black men and black women with all this damn money, but still look mentally fucked up and putting a spell on you. A psychological mind trick putting a spell on you to literally hate one another. They promote that ratchet TV show bullshit and it creates chaos. And I remember the time when back in the 80s and the 90s, when black love was real strong, the 90s, I really felt black love strong. Y'all remember that? The 80s and the 90s, black love was strong. The 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, black love was strong. Y'all remember that? I remember clearly. I remember that. I remember just growing up around my sisters. I felt no other woman could top her. They promoted all of this bullshit, this goddamn divorce. They promoted all of this stuff. Right, even the music had the good vibes. Exactly. We go from being, I could tell you how I feel about you night and day, to now these hoes ain't loyal. What the fuck is that all about? Are you kidding me? And promoting the most negative images, all television. And can't you see how they not right? And it's like, can't you not see how they not promoted the negative images towards one another? And they always show black men killing each other, all on the goddamn movies, all on the goddamn television. They literally wanted to show that black men were not responsible and they were like non-functional. They were not masculine. That ratchet behavior that they promoted about the melanated man was to show how weak he was. Showing that kind of behavior and that kind of lifestyle, that, you know what I mean, that does not prove or show that you're a man. So they wanted to show that they don't need no man. Pretty much what they're saying is they don't need no black man. They don't need the melanated man because why? Because he's a criminal, he's a crook, he's a thief. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They trying to promote that all of us are rapists and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. We got guys in our community that need to be held accountable. I'm not going to count that out. I'm not going to count that out. But at the same time, all of us are not like that. But it's not a coincidence. They always wanted to promote that image to the point where, they don't want to have our women to feel safe around us. They really don't want to have our women, you know what I'm saying, to be around us. And that is what I'm seeing. And they've always got radio about the battle of the sexes. You understand? It's like we literally went from having great black positive images showing black love. Even Martin showed that. Living Single showed that. We still had black love on the television. They were comedy shows, but they still showed us together through the ups and downs. Through the ups and downs. Hey, DeFerritis. Hey, October Scorpio. Hey, Gloria Lawrence. You feel what I mean? They always show that. You know what I'm saying? They always, you know what I mean? It was like we had those great images. And I remember back in the days when black women didn't even have to wear, you know what I mean, all this makeup and all this weave. You know what I mean? Like black women, you know what I mean? They were natural. They wore makeup, were more natural. You know what I'm saying? I remember those days. I mean, not to knock any woman that does wear it. You feel me? That's I mean, that's no knock. But I remember the pride. I remember the pride that a lot of our women had. I remember the days of like just falling in love with her. That's real talk. I remember the days of like falling in love. Like the women were feminine. Our sisters back in the day were feminine, and I felt the feminine energy from them. It was strong. It was really strong. Our women had negative, not negative. They had real feminine energy. The energy was real strong. They had heavy feminine energy. Their energy was very, very strong and feminine. And that's what attracted me so much to them, was that they had so much feminine energy. No, I'm not saying I don't want them. No, I don't deal with the ratchet ones. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure our sisters, they don't want no ratchet ass man. That's what I heard, Rita Marie. You feel me? Like the feminine energy was like very strong with the sisters back in the day. You feel me? And also women, they really ain't had to do a whole lot to look beautiful back in the day. I remember seeing the sisters like, you know what I mean, like Aaliyah, you know what I'm saying, Nia Long, Regina King, Regina Hall. You know what I mean? Them sisters, they were beautiful back in the day. They hardly wore any makeup. And these, what else? Janet Jackson back in her day. These sisters were beautiful. Lauryn Hill, you know what I'm saying? India Arie, Erykah Badu. These sisters were so beautiful. And they hardly wore any makeup. And guess what? These women were fully clothed. But it was their feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Their feminine, you know what I'm saying? They were in tune with their femininity a lot more. Not saying sisters of today don't, but a lot of them are not that way. A lot of our women, they have been masculinized, and our men have been feminized. They have feminized the men and masculinized the women. So to the point where I'm talking about the men are so damn effeminized that he don't even want a damn woman, and the woman is so masculinized to the point where she can run over top of him, or you know what I mean, or to the point where she don't need no man. And that's been another damn agenda about that damn Gloria Steiner who came up with the damn feminist movement, and she was nothing but a goddamn agent the whole fucking time. She was an agent the whole entire time, and they used our sisters to only get the numbers. Right, it's sad. Do we not see this shit? Right, it's like, do we not see this shit what's going on? It's like, do we not see how this whole entire thing is being played out? How the game is being played? Dr. Shahrazad Ali, piece of that sister, she always told us that it has always been a goal to separate the black man from the black woman. And she got two books that I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying? She got two books that I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying? It's called The Black Man's Guide to the Black Woman, The Black Man's Guide, Black Woman's Guide for the Black Man. And I'm actually going to read some of the information on here because that is exactly what they always wanted to do. And that's the reason why, peace to the ancestor, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, who told us that black love is a revolutionary thing, because they know that. Because they already know their population is going down, and ours are going to be continuously to be going up and up and up. And that was heard from the ancestral realm. That is real. They are really promoting the agenda. I literally seen one of these channels. I ain't gonna mention that person name, but she was like, she was like, done. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take off the capes and all that. Black women walk on black women. Exit 2020. So they pretty much, you know what I'm saying, literally out there programming our women to walk away from us. I'm not afraid of it, but it's like that's gonna backfire. They are programming that. And I do feel bad for all of the sisters. You know what I'm saying? I do feel bad for the sisters who have been hurt and raped and molested and I'm sexually abused. To all of the sisters who have went through and suffered that pain. That is very terrible. So you know what I mean? So I'm sending healing energy your way. You know, to all of the sisters who have been hurt, physically abused, mentally abused, sexually abused, or raped or molested, you know, deeply sorry that you went through that. You know, especially to the black men who did that to you. And there's some fucked up shit that we have had men to do that in our community. You understand? It's crazy. So to all the women who have suffered through that, you know what I mean, I'm deeply sorry that you went through that. And there's brothers out here that really still love you genuinely and sincerely. And I'm quite sure they are on this stream. And, it's just sad, that has happened. And even to all of the brothers who have been raped and molested, and sexually abused, I'm deeply sorry you went through your pain as well, if that has happened to you. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know what I mean? But we got to understand that, all of us are not like that. Because it is just really crazy and amazing how they are really just using that against us. How they are really using this agenda against us. And it is being promoted all over the television all day long. Even in the videos, even all over the radio, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then of course it's like every time we want to promote our women, they always got a problem with it. It's like, right, and it's crazy when you have people try to interracially date. And matter of fact, here's another fucking thing I got a problem with. My thing is this. I don't like the fact that other men, you want to date my women, you know what I'm saying, and you hate me. You want to hate the black man, the so-called black man, but yet you want to date my woman. But at the same time, I want your woman, but if I was to date your woman, you wouldn't like that. It's like you want to go behind your woman back and get some black pussy. But yet you go home and tell your daughters to not date one of us. So my thing will be to this. If you don't want me around your woman, I don't want you around mine. Plain and simple, cut and dry, that is it. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Until you women, you know what I'm saying, who got a fetish for me and want to date me, don't try to come. You know what I mean? My thing is this. I really don't want to date you outside of my race like that. Unless you in my bloodline. If you in my bloodline, I date you. But if you want to interracially date one of us and you want to hate my woman, I can't fuck with you. Not saying I want to date you, because I really don't want to date outside of my race anyway. I really don't. Matter of fact, I really don't. But if you want to like come over here and get sexually with me, or try to date me, but hate my woman, I can't deal with you. I can't fuck with you. There's no way that y'all gonna try to date us, the melanated man and woman. It's like, don't come over here and try to date us, but you want to hate the opposite sex of us. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't do that to me or our people on that bullshit. Don't do that. Don't try to date the melanated man. Don't try to date the melanated woman if you racist. Don't be no undercover racist. Don't get behind closed doors and start calling them start calling them niggas and nigga bitches. Don't do that bullshit. If you want to date us. But if you don't, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. If you don't want to date us, I'm fine with that. Because we really not supposed to be procreated with y'all anyway. So what does that say? So my thing is, don't come over here with your fetishes. Don't come over here with none of your bullshit. Or you want to fake like you want to be a part of the cause, but at the same time, you really not. You playing double agent. Don't be over here trying to date us, but you on code with the white ideology. You can't do that. Fuck that. Plain and simple. But then at the same time, but we want to show pride and love in our women, and our women want to show pride in their men. You got a problem with that? All men are great, or all women are beautiful. Don't get mad if I want to praise my woman, and our women want to praise the man. And my thing is this: to those of y'all who do want to walk away from us, to those of y'all, hey Ivory, send it peace, sister. To those of y'all who want to walk away from us, you know what I'm saying? If you want to date outside and you don't want to fuck with us, all right, okay, cool, that's fine. You just a part of the 2/3. We don't want you back over here. But when Becky and Zaddy drop your ass off and you get your nigga wake up call, please don't come back over here. Please do not come back over here. Please. You want to make that exit? You want to walk away? We don't fuck with you. Plain and simple. Cut and dry. That is it. I'm talking about the melanated family worldwide. I only date them in my bloodline. I only date black American women, black Latino women, black Caribbean women, black African women. All my sisters around the world, I date them. Only those in my bloodline. Exactly right. Once you walk out that door, that is it. Don't come back. You want to walk away, you want to make the exit, you want to take the cape off, or if you want to be promoting that bullshit, save yourself, black woman. And at the same time, we also got to talk about a lot of these daggone brothers on here who promoting that bullshit. Now we got this whole MGTOW thing going on. You know what I'm saying? I still have hope in finding love in my woman. Yeah, we are Ivory ascending in this gender war. This gender war that's going on. You know what I mean? You gotta hit the road. You feel me? You mean to tell me with all these melanated sisters out here, and you mean to tell me I can't find one? No. Trust me, I can. Because I was birthed by one. And for it to be talking about this shit, you know what I mean? It was like, you know what I mean? It's like by us seeing the bullshit, you know what I mean? We did get mad at each other at one point, but we know deep down inside, it is the natural attraction to be with one another. We have a natural attraction to be with one another. We really do. We really have that. And I say to myself, what is going on with a lot of you brothers on the fucking YouTube? We got a lot of brothers on the YouTube that is promoting that bullshit about not dating. And hey, thank you, Dad's Nice, for the donation. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like literally, you know what I'm saying, to like not date the woman. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we got this whole bullshit about hypergamy like that. We got this whole feminist thing, MGTOW thing, all this other stuff, man. And it's really creating a vibe. I don't give a fuck who come up on here and who try to chop and like you know what I'm saying, who try to like chop up my daggone videos and try to say like I'm simping. No, I'm not. I'm kicking real facts. I'm kicking real facts right now because I really see how this agenda is really being played out right now. They are using that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Because realistically, Midtown never started about Caucasian men. Because I remember the time it was this Caucasian man was like, yeah, man, so a lot of guys in the MGTOW thing, a part of the movement. I'm trying to understand it. Now they on to MGTOW. That shit right there. Now they on this whole fucking MGTOW thing. Now they talking about they don't want to date women. They don't want to like make any children with any woman. You know what I'm saying? They just looking at them as pump and dump. That's exactly what is being promoted. That's what I'm saying, Aria Ascendant, right. You're right. The feminist agenda has nothing to do with black women. Because that was realistically the white woman's fight. Right. It's a trick to keep us apart. Both of them are pretty much financed. Both of them are agendas. The whole feminist thing and the MGTOW thing, both of them are agendas to keep the black man and the black woman to, you know what I'm saying, to keep us separated from one another. Thank you, Rena Marie. Both of them are agendas to keep us separated. And there are a lot of agents of chaos out here that are causing commotion and confusion between us on the television, in Hollywood, in the music industry, and even also on here. What's up, Jeremiah? They are really causing confusion. There's a lot of black YouTubers. I do not trust them and their information. I looked at their videos and I see a lot of bullshit that they're pushing. And I really believe it's other people that are behind them and backing them to promote that bullshit. Promoting this goddamn bullshit. Some fucking agenda, you know what I mean, that pretty much never existed. It's bullshit. We had our women for years saying they don't need a man, and now we got our women, right? And now we got our men out there saying they don't want to deal with the women and stuff like that. They just rather just look at them sexually as pump and dump. And you know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of our sisters, you know what I mean, who have been programmed to look at, you know what I mean, they pretty much don't need a man. And that is not a coincidence. They promoted the feminist agenda, and that was when they told black women, in order for y'all to get these benefits, it can't be no man in the household. And then they brought up the welfare situation. That's when, you know what I mean, once the black man is out of the household, the judge is the father now. So the man don't got no say so. And now you have a lot of the men, you know what I mean, they just don't even want to be a part, you know what I mean, like they don't even want to deal with the black woman. They don't even want to like procreate with the black woman. I'm talking about, look at that goddamn, look at that, you know what I mean, look at that so-called brother. Look at what he's saying, calling out women bulldogs. They promote that shit all the time. And they have a lot of our women being programmed to look at our men as only goddamn ATM machines. And using the court system of child support to drain him. And even also doing the same thing, you know what I mean, with the black male. Right. Because let me tell you something, sisters. That, you know what I'm saying, Becky, you know what I'm saying, she real slick. The whole entire time, this white feminist, this white woman told me this years ago. She said the whole entire time when we told black women they don't need no man, they've been sleeping with black men the whole entire time. And even also, you had a lot of racist Caucasian men, you know what I'm saying, who would sleep with our women and tell them they hate the black man. Hey, Sheena Miles, that's real. That is real shit. They do this all the time. Oh, thank you, Peace Within. Thank you for the donation. You feel me? This is real. This gender war that we are seeing that is pushed against us, we got to really take a look at this thing and see it for what it is. We got to take a step back because a lot of these YouTubers on here, these black YouTubers on here, they are agents of chaos. Y'all know who we talking about. See, a lot of them start off for the cause. Then once they get their subscriber count out, That's when they go into a whole nother direction. I remember seeing quite a few black YouTubers come off pro-black strong. You know what I mean? That pro-black thing strong. Bringing the message, bringing the fire, bringing the heat. All of a sudden now, you see a different direction. They either start talking bad about the black woman or they start talking bad about the black man. And y'all know who we talking about. Y'all know who we talking about. And they become agents of chaos. They become agents of chaos. And they start promoting an agenda. It's almost like they follow that trend. The synthetic G's of the world. We seen how she flipped. She was talking about accountability on both sides. Then she just started talking about bad about the black man. All the time. That's all she promotes. And I told people this a long time ago. She's an undercover swirler. Cynthia G been an undercover swirler the whole entire damn time. She been that way. She been that way the whole entire time. See, these so-called pro-blacks, you gotta watch them niggas too. You gotta watch them Negroes too. And I said niggas for a reason. Trust me, they do this all the time. And I seen the bullshit. You know what I mean? I checked out the information for a little bit and I'm like, nah, I gotta get away from that. Tell date one another. They up there telling, you know what I mean? I'm talking about they literally out there, you know what I mean, saying like, you know what I mean, saying like, yo, you know what I mean, she bound to cheat, she bound to cheat, or he bound to cheat. They have literally psychologically programmed and mind fucked our people to the point where we do not want to be around one another at all, nor want to date nor procreate with one another. I've heard about her as well. I heard about her as well, Adrienne McCoy. I had to back away from her as well. It's not be trying to start nothing, but at the same time, it's be keeping it real. We gotta call it for what it is. Right, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, it's accountability that needs to be had on both sides. But at the same time, we still can't give up hope in one another and not to think that we cannot love one another nor procreate with one another. I really believe though, man. I'm talking about you gotta really take a look at them places or where they act. You gotta look at the actions, the way how they come off. Cause I have seen it. These so-called a lot of these so-called pro-blacks, once they reach a certain level on this YouTube, they flip and they really start promoting their own agenda. And 9 times out of 10, they start promoting the interracial they start promoting the interracial relationship agenda. The gender war is connected to the interracial agenda. The gender war agenda is connected to the interracial war agenda. The interracial dating agenda. Facts. And I seen a lot of black YouTubers back in the day, you know what I mean, talking that shit about black women. It's crazy. Right, yeah, you're right about that though, man. Like, it's either like a lot of them might have been offered some money and stuff like that, or some of them might have, you know what I mean, some of them might have had this whole entire agenda the whole entire time. And they are using them to promote this gender war. And what it's doing is it is like the you know what I mean, the inner it's like the gender war is connected to the interracial dating agenda. The gender war agenda is connected to the interracial dating agenda. And now people are filled with so much hatred. they are bleaching their skin at the drop of a dime right now. It's crazy. It's crazy and it's sad. And it's not a coincidence, you know what I mean, that they are not promoting black love on the television. If they are, they always at odds. Even look at the show Power. As great as that show is, look at the show Power. They show the lighter brother with the darker sister, chocolate sister, you know what I'm saying, dating one another. Then all of a sudden now, they at odds. And they showing ghosts getting the white Latina, and they showing the black woman going out there, you know what I'm saying? She, you know what I mean, she was dating another brother and stuff like that, but she, you know what I mean, but both of them were at odds, cheating on one another, can't stand one another. And then of course they show how, you know what I mean, Lala was linked up with Tommy, showing the black woman with the white boy once again. You feel what I mean? They showed a lot of that stuff, even in the show Power. And as great as that show is, they, you know what I mean, they still promoted that agenda. So you still gotta, you know what I mean, watch out for that stuff as well. You feel me? You know what I mean? A lot of these shows can be great, but you still gotta sit back and watch the agenda that is being played out. Now Tyler Perry gonna be having a show pretty much showing a white president with a black woman. See the agenda right there? Even though he might have got a studio, but look at the agenda that he's promoting as well. So we really got to watch a lot of these dago entertainers. Now, of course, they might show like a little black progress, but they also going to be following agenda as well. Hey, Mooney Hill. Hey, sis. I'm going in right now. They always got to promote the gender. They always got to promote the gender war. The gender war agenda is connected to the interracial dating agenda. And they always got to be having us dealing with self-hatred. So they having us hating ourselves, and we hate each other. We hate each other, so we want to find a way to get away from one another. And we thinking that the more that we get away from one another, that we're going to be safe dating outside of our race. We thinking that we going to have a we thinking that if we date outside of our race, we thinking that we going to be having a better pass in society. We up here thinking that we're going to have a better pass in society in the one that is dying out. We are so divided in the world that is, you know what I mean, that is pretty much dying out. And that is the reason why they want us all separated, because these people, they want the opposite sex of us to procreate with us. And they also showing a lot of movies showing the black man with the white woman as well. So we got to hit this thing from both sides. Doing this stuff all the time. Hey, Talisha Clark, they are really promoting this gender war between the black man and the black woman. So we don't want to be with one another, and guess what? We want to, you know, what I mean, pretty much don't want to. We pretty much don't want to be around one another. We don't want to date with one another. We don't want to procreate with one another. And I see the hatred in the eyes that we have towards one another, and we can't have that with each other right now. But as this awakening, but see, as this awakening goes on, you're going to see black love come back and flourish. This awakening that's going on, you're going to see it. And they are really pushing it hard with the gender war. And like I told you, I'm going to tell y'all again, a lot of these black YouTubers, they are fake. They might start off with this pro-black thing, but then eventually, after a while, that's when they start going into this whole daggone, oh, the black woman ain't shit, the black woman this, the black woman that black woman this, or the black man ain't shit, the black man not accountable, black man responsibility. Yes, we all need to take accountability and responsibility on both sides. But all of us are not like that. There are a lot of us out here that genuinely love one another. Yeah, sure, P. Kyle, you got my email. Hit me up. Hey, P. Kyle, do you know anybody that are videographers as well? Hit me up at my email address at brandonmouse410 at yahoo.com. Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? We got to see how the war is being played out. We see it all on the television. Yup, exactly. Yup. They are promoting the homosexual agenda like crazy. You know what I mean? Like the feminist agenda, the homosexual agenda. Yup. The feminist agenda, the homosexual agenda, the gender war, you know what I'm saying, the interracial thing. All of them are connected. All four of them are connected. The feminist movement, the interracial hold on, let me slow down. I'm going deep. I'ma say like the feminist agenda, the MGTOW agenda, the gender war agenda, and the interracial dating agenda are all connected. All four of those are connected. The feminist movement, then you got the damn MGTOW thing, you know what I'm saying? Then this gender war thing, then this interracial dating thing. All four are connected. Yup, they're all the same to mess us up. Thank you, Elmer Kenny. All four are there to mess us up. They are targeted at us. Thank you. Real talk. All four of them are there to keep us separated. Yup, and to destroy the black family structure. Hey, Crystal Wilson. All four of those agendas are connected of tactics of division. Yup, straight targets. Because the feminist movement told our women, I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. Then you got the whole MGTOW thing. Now you have a lot of guys saying that they don't want no woman now. I don't want to date a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather, you know what I mean, if I'm going to date, you know what I mean, and all of this hypergamy bullshit that's going on. Yep. And then, you know what I mean, and all of a sudden now we in this real big gender war dealing with this hypergamy thing. And now we want to fuck with each other. So now we want to go outside of the race. See how all of them are connected? And all four are connected with the self-hatred of us as a people. We hate ourselves personally. We hate ourselves as a damn race. So we don't need each other. So it's, you know what I mean? The self-hatred and their agenda have literally, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They literally created agendas off of our own self-hatred. You got the feminist movement, the MGTOW movement, and it's pretty much putting us in the gender war. And once the gender war, you know what I mean, keeps on intensifying more and more, that's when we don't want to no more. Now let's go outside of the race. We don't want to fuck with each other. And we have become, you know what I'm saying, we are at that point where a lot of our people feel that way. And that's fucked up. A lot of our people feel that way. That we don't even want to, you know what I mean, we hate our own existence so much that we think, you know what I mean, it's like we promote this shit that we want to procreate and don't have a dark child, a highly melanated child. We think that we procreate outside of the race, that we got a better pass in this society. We think if our children come out lighter, that they won't be able. It's like we think that we procreate, that our child ain't going to have to worry about the things that they went through as a person, as a so-called black person. That self-hatred of hating your melanated skin, your broad nose, your full lips, your melanated skin, your broad shoulders, your full lips, your curved sisters, your backside sisters, your strong physique brothers, your naturally deep voice brothers, your thick kinky woolly hair, have you to hate yourself. So guess what? You don't want to date your own. You think lighter is better. Now to those of y'all who might be fair-skinned or light-skinned or whatever they say, you didn't ask to be born that way. Matter of fact, you signed up to come back. But you didn't know that, but it's not your fault. But you know about your blackness, though. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of our people think the light of our child, we think that you know what I mean, that that child is going to have a better past in this world. So we date outside of our race to procreate something that is not dark like us because we got so much self-hatred. We can't stand we can't stand our own damn shadow, nor our own melanin. So we rather date outside of the race and procreate a child that doesn't look like us so they can have a better past in this world. And they don't got to worry about, you know what I mean, dealing with the hatred. But even they got to go through it because, you know, some of our melanated family make the feel outcast, but a lot of the ones that come up mulatto, they already been programmed to hate themselves as well. So they program them to date somebody lighter. They promote the Patrick Mahomeses in the world now, the mulattoes. A lot of our people feel that way. You're up in identity crisis. They don't love their melanated self. You know, can't do that. You know, cannot do that. And like I said, if that's what you want to do, more power to you. More power to you. But if you hate being with your own kind, when you get dropped off by Becky and Brad, don't come back over here. Stay the fuck away. And we mean that shit. That's the honest to God truth. Do not come back over here. Then don't start coming back over here with that pro-black shit. Thank you, Adrian McCoy, right? No return policy. And that's for black men and women. Please do not come back over here. Don't start wearing your afros out. Don't start wearing no fucking dashiki. Don't start wearing no unk. Don't start talking none of that bullshit. Because we don't want you back. There's no return policy. Because guess what? When other races of people found out they slept with one of us, check this out. Actually heard a lot. What do you say? Like, if a white woman slept with a black man, he don't want her. And guess what? Yep, that's how a lot of us brothers feel, and sisters feel the same way. If they been up, if they want to deal with self hatred, and they been up in Becky, don't let him go back in your womb. They're gonna have to be cleansed. They're gonna have to get a spiritual bath and a cleansing if they want to ever go back into your womb. Facts all day. Aria Center, that's right. Hey, Miriam. That's the only damn way if he's been outside of his race. Matter of fact, both of them are going to have to get spiritual baths and cleansings if they want to come back over here, if you want to allow them. But if they've been outside, if they wanted to talk all that bullshit, deal with self-hatred, and if they ain't want to like deal with one of their own, and you wanted to be procreating with somebody else, then guess what? If your ass get dropped off by them, your ass ain't coming the fuck back over here. You're not, you know what I mean? You're not invited to the barbecue. You're not invited to the cookout. You can't come back over here. Fuck the barbecue, the cookout. You're not invited. And we don't do pork over here. Our cookout is going to be nice. But you're not invited. You can't come back over here. If you're going to be dealing with self-hatred issues and stuff like that, and you don't want to date your own kind, and you want to hate your own kind, and you want to bash your own kind, and you want to date outside of your race, when your ass get dropped back off, fuck it. Deal with the shit. Plain and simple. We don't want you back over here. We don't. You feel me, El McKinney? That's right. That's right, American Aboriginal Brave. Yup, the black folks don't want you back. The copper colored people, we don't want, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna want them back. The copper colored people don't want you back, pretty much. We do not want you back over here. Goodbye. Don't start talking that pro-black shit now. Don't start talking that pan-African shit now. As a matter of fact, yo, this is how you know this shit is real. I remember the time watching Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Check this out, right? Remember the time? Yo, they showed this shit back in the day. See, a lot of us thought it was a joke, but they was telling the truth. Some of the biggest pro-blacks are swirlers. And I remember the time they showed in the movie when the girl was playing dashiki and they was up there doing the drive-by. The brother up there ran and he had on the dashiki and the kufi with the unk on, and he wound up and the sister thought the she thought the pro-black brother was going to wind up saving her. He wound up saving Becky. He said, "Yeah, thank you, baby. I got you, Snowflake." And I was like, wow. They subliminally showed it in the movie. A lot of these pro-blacks, they are fake and phony, and they love Becky. I could not believe it when I went back. I was like, wow, yo. They showed that back in the day in 95. I could not believe they showed how the pro-black brother loved Becky. And they wound up showing it in the movie. And he was like, yeah, he's like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, man, you know, he was like, yeah, man, if you want to get him back, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get back with the slave master, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you do to their woman. He was like, yeah, man, what you do? He was like, he was like, yeah, man, what you gonna do to their woman? And he was like, fuck him. Pretty much what he was saying was, he might have been pro-black, but he really wanted to fuck Becky. He thought by having sex with Becky and stuff like that was getting back with him, but the whole entire time he loved Becky. Yep, you're right. He said, "My milk of magnesium, my milk of magnesium," and they showed in the movie instead of saving the sister, he wound up saving the Becky in the movie. He wound up saving his Snowflake. So they showed in the movie back in the day that they already know that a lot of these fake pro-blacks, they the biggest swirlers, male and female. But I wanted to show the black male because there are a lot of fake pro-black males that are out there. Look at Brother Polite. He up there advertising the Becky with a dashiki dress on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yup, that's Thriller from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Yup. That's real. Yeah. Look at that part. They showed it in the movie. And it's not a coincidence. They started to show movies like Jungle Fever. You know what I mean? Showing the black man with the Sicilian woman. They started to show movies of Swirling, Something New with Sanaa Lathan, the family that prays with Tyler Perry. They showed Sanaa Lathan twice in the movie Swirling. You know what I'm saying? In for the matter of fact, yep, she was in the family that prays. She was Swirling, beating down a black man, and she was in the movie Something New. We're not at the same time, but she was up dating the white guy. It's called Something New, and then not to mention they showed of course, they already shown the goddamn show Scandal, and a lot of our sisters have fell for the bullshit. Not the good ones. I'm not bashing the good sisters. And then they started to show what was another movie they showed with the swirling? They've been showing a lot of that swirling with the sisters. Yup, example, the Harriet Tubman movie. Yup, look at the commercials. Now they got a who else? Zoe Saldana. Guess who's on for dinner? They show her swirling. And she is a big time swirler. Yep, the programming. Yep, what else? They showed on they showed on Money Train, Wesley Snipes with Jennifer Lopez. She came off as one of those Latinas back in the day, like she was down, but she was fake and phony the whole entire goddamn time, and the Wayans brothers put her ass on. She one of those when it's convenient for you. What else? They've been showing this for a long time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Ezekiel Fari. Yep, Spike Lee do the right thing. Mm-hmm. Yep, How to Get Away with Murder. Yep, Serena Williams. Yep, Byron Scott. He's a swirler. Meghan Markle. Mm-hmm. Look at the damn look at Kanye West. Yeah, you right about that, Ari Ascendant. Mm-hmm. That's real talk. Yeah, that's real. American Aborigine. American Aboriginal, yep. You go to Puerto Rico, yep, they always hide the melanated Puerto Ricans over there. You feel me? Yep. I ran into some melanated Puerto Ricans. You feel me? They are people. They are definitely our people. I ran into quite a few of them that know we're the same people. Even some ones that might have been a little caramel complected or a little lighter. I seen a lot of them over there. They look just like us. They are people. They the same people. Hmm. But they are showing interracial dating all the time on the television. That is connected to the gender war. This gender war, what I'm saying on the YouTube, it is it is definitely an agenda. It is definitely an agenda. We gotta pay attention to it. We got brothers and sisters beefing all over the YouTube, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They're not promoting black love. They're promoting division when it comes to melanated love, loving each other, promoting, yeah, man, like something with the black woman. Save yourself, black man. Save yourself, black man. Now you got women talking. Right now you got women talking about exit 2020. Exit 2020 from black men. That is being promoted. And I'm like, wow. Yup, exit 2020. Meaning a lot of them, they're promoting walking away from black men, meaning that they're tired. A lot of them are on the YouTube talking that right now. Look at, I'm telling you, man, look at a lot of these platforms. Matter of fact, I will say you gotta pay attention to them. You gotta pay attention to like a lot of the platforms and what they're saying. Because on both sides, male and female, you have black men and black women. They have this whole gender war going on all over the YouTube, and poisoning the minds of our people so we will not date each other. Because I'm willing to bet you they are dating outside their race. If they promoted it, they are already, put it like this, if they're promoting it, they are on their way to dating outside of their race. If not, they already are. And they got an agenda, they have an agenda to run. Somebody is backing them. So they got to promote that agenda. If not, they was already there anyway. Who is Watchman Reports? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm some king cracking, yeah. You know what I mean? Yep. That's why I say the feminist agenda, the MGTOW agenda, the gender war agenda, and the interracial dating agenda are all connected. They are all connected. I mean, it don't even matter, Ivory. I mean, both of us, you know what I mean? Like both black men and women, they're swirling. We gotta pay attention to the signs and look at things. We gotta look at this. We gotta really look at this, man. The agenda is real. They don't want us loving each other. And it's all psychological conditioning. And if people don't see it, man, I don't know what. But yeah, fam, I'ma jump off of here. You know what I'm saying? And just go ahead and relax a little bit. But I'm glad we had this talk. I definitely wanna talk about this later on because that was a great, you know, I mean, this was a deep, great stream, and I really got to say, y'all were, this was a great one. So more than likely, going to have to continue this later tonight because this was definitely something. You know what I mean? We gotta discuss. So peace again, family, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can donate at the PayPal at www.paypal.me/bmouse84 and also at the Cash App at cash.me/$bmouse8 if you'd like to support the channel. Appreciates everybody that's new on here, all the people that's been rocking with me for all these years. Y'all appreciate it once again all the time. And I definitely want to say like the donations are, you know what I mean, they're a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like they're definitely appreciated. And I definitely will say, man, you're always appreciated, brothers and sisters. And I definitely will say, man, just keep it up. One love once again. Peace.